Hi, my name is Mike Curtis and I am a student at the University of Nevada, Reno. My blog is on data mining, and before I get into data mining I'd like to give you a little bit of information about myself and how I got interested in data mining to begin with. I went back to school in 2012 in order to better myself and to attain some of the personal goals that I had for myself. When I went back to school in the information systems program, I began taking database classes, and one of the first things they talked about was data mining. The idea of data mining really appealed to me because I saw in it the potential to change the way that businesses currently run and find customers and attract customers. The story that they told at the time was a story where a father went into Target and he was angry because his daughter was receiving ads mentioning buying diapers, and the father was angry because his daughter was only 15 years old and demanded to see a manager, and the manager came and apologized and said, they didn't understand why she was receiving those ads. 2 weeks later, the father came back into the Target and apologized to the store manager and wanted to know exactly how he knew, or how Target knew, that the daughter was pregnant 2 weeks before he did. It turns out that they were monitoring purchases of their customers because Target realized that if a customer would make a store change during the first trimester of her pregnancy, that she would use that store for the rest of her pregnancy and usually tended to use the store for the next few years of the child's life. And so they had been looking at buying trends where if someone were to buy certain products together, then they understood that that girl was pregnant in the first trimester. And just so happened to be that that this daughter was in fact pregnant, and Target actually came into media scrutiny for this, and they actually still do practice this method of targeting their ads, but they try to make it a little less obvious now by putting ads for a lawnmower on the same page as the ads for the diaper, so it's not quite sticking out as much. My interest in data mining, though, has nothing to do with large corporations, and it has more to do with trying to use data mining to have smaller businesses compete with the large corporations. As large corporations continue to move into smaller towns and drive out the business there, I see data mining as a potential way to convince customers to continue to come to their businesses as opposed to going to the larger box stores. Small businesses can compete because data mining doesn't actually require a lot of expensive software. You can go that route, but data mining can actually be as simple as pen and paper or using an Excel spreadsheet. It's up to businesses to decide what level of granularity they want to collect on their customers. However, it's important to remember that you can never run reports on the more granular data if you do not collect that data. You only are able to run reports on the lowest level of data that you collect. Data mining is all around us. We see it at the casinos when we put in our players cards. We see it at the grocery store when we use our preferred shopper cards. We see it when we go to the store and they ask us for our phone number and our zip code to be able to collect the information about the types of items that we buy. So if the big corporations are using data mining, why shouldn't small businesses take advantage of this information as well? I believe that small businesses have more need of data collecting than the larger corporations because they have a smaller advertising budget. So it's harder for people to find them, and it's more important to retain the customers that they do have.